Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I proceed this video, please click like and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Alright, this video is for me to explain to you how I will do exploded drawing of this electric eraser. In my previous video, I've already shown you how I did this, the assembly drawing. Alright, before I proceed to exploded drawing, I need to do some correction here. I zoom it closer here, so this is a tactile switch. Tactile switch is a switch button. I name it as a switch button. The tactile switch is a standard component, so it does not need to be hashed here. So I got to remove this tactile switch from BHash since it is a standard component. Alright, to do this, I will select here, then I will right click and go to properties. Under the section scope tab here, so I will select this tactile switch, so it's this on off button here, so it is listed here. So if I click OK, so it will not be hashed since this is a standard component. Alright, another thing, if you look at this balloon here, it's kind of like something wrong since I remove it from BHash. So I can simply select this balloon, then I delete it, then I do it again, the balloon, then I label it again. So make sure it's in line, so 7. So it put there 7, since 7 is our switch button. Alright. So since this switch button is a standard component, so I don't have to put material here. Delete it. So I leave it as a blank. Right. So let me save my drawing file. So now is my assembly drawing. Okay, another thing, I forgot to put, sometimes in assembly drawing, when people read our drawing, they need to see actually what is the overall size of this electric eraser. It's okay to put, in assembly drawing, sometimes you can allow to put only the main dimension, like the overall size. Alright, for this, under annotation, I can do smart dimension. I can put the overall size, I mean the overall length from here. So I will do dimension from this point to this line. So we have kind of an icon here. So I go forward to the bottom one. It means the flow of the dimension to the bottom. So I click OK first. So the length I can a little bit extend it to make sure that your dimension line is not cutting your balloons lines. So the length is 133. I can make it to not 2 decimal point. Under precision here, I go for none. So it's stated 133. Right, so that will be our overall length. So another thing is about the overall width of this here. I can do smart dimension again. Then I simply click at this line. Click at this line. Hold on. Click at this line. I go to the left, and I can drag a little bit like this, and it shows that this is 26. All right, this is dimension 26. If you look, the dimension text is horizontal. If I want to do dimension text vertical, I can do under the tool here, under the option, and under the system option here, I go to document properties, and under dimension here, I have linear dimension, and here the settings, I use the text position. I use the first option, you mean text align with the dimension line. If I click OK, then our text will be in vertical. So I can change here to none. Right, so that's how. Okay, let me adjust a little bit. Let me terminate this dimension mode. I do some adjustment since I need to drag a little bit this dimension to this position. All right, so we have the overall size. So at least when people read the drawing, they know what's the overall size. Let me move here like this. All right, so this would be finalized version of my assembly drawing. All right, so let me save my file again. All right, now I will show you how I will do exploded drawing for this electric eraser. All right, to do exploded drawing, I must first go to the assembly file. Alright, so this is my assembly file. To do exploded drawing, I must make a exploded view in this assembly file. Okay, to do the exploded view, okay, under assembly here, we have under sub menu here, I have this exploded view. Alright, if you look on the left, this is a setting for me to do the exploded view. Alright, I just need to explain the basic way about this the exploded step here, the first one. Okay, before you do exploded view, you need to plan the way, the order for you to do the disassemble of your parts. For example, like this is my electric eraser in full assemble. If I want to disassemble it the way I which part to be disassembled first must be in order. Let me show you. Okay, if this is my full example of my electric eraser, so here, whatever you dismantle your parts to do exploded view, it will be recorded as your explode steps. Alright, in this case, it must be in order. Alright, since my bottom casing is the base, I will not move it since it is a base platform. Whatever component, the rest of the component will be disassembled. Alright, my first step is that if I want to open this electric eraser, I will do the rear top casing. I will click at it. So if I click at this rear top casing, it have kind of like this tripod here, X, Y, and Z. So I can go to which direction that I want to move this rear top casing. In this case, for this rear top casing, since it is kind of like sliding and you have a snap features, so I will go for X direction to this position. Okay, if whatever thing that I move, this part, rear top casing, it was recorded as exploded step. Okay, when I'm done with this position, I must click at done. Whatever setting you made for your explode step, you must click at done. So it is when you click at done, so it is recorded. It is set for this rear top casing at this position for my first explode step. Alright, after I open this rear top casing, the next component should be the two batteries. I will take it out. So I will select these two batteries. So I will move these two batteries into this position. So this will be my, alright, I put up until this position. Then I must click done. So it is recorded as explode step 2. As you can see, explode step 2, we have two batteries. Alright, after I have dismantled the two batteries here, I cannot I cannot do the exploded step for this front top casing and the button since it is locked by this cap. So we must follow the order. So what I will do, my next move, I will move for explode step 3, I will move the cap. I will move the cap uh, up until this position. So that's the position of my cap. After I have moved this cap, then only I can move this front top casing with the button. Okay, I must click it done. So this cap will be explode step 3. Alright, for my explode step 4, then only I can, since the cap is here, then only I can dismantle this front top casing and also the button. I will make it to this, I make it higher. There's a reason why. About this position for my front top casing, about this position. Okay, I must click done. So that will be recorded as explode step 4. My explode step 5 will be, this button will be, I put it lower since the button will be mount at the bottom here, bottom surface of this front top casing, and it will put into position. That will be my explode step 5. So I must click at done to set explode step 5. Alright, for my explode step 6, then only I can open this motor and the rest of the components. So what for my explode step 6, I will select the motor, the switch, the holder, the gripper, and the eraser. Then I can bring it up until up until about this position. And I will click done to set. This will be my explode step 6. If you see here, I have explode step 6. Okay, the next one will be the this for explode step 7. So I will select this holder, this gripper, grip holder, gripper, and the eraser will be my explode step 7. You must click done. I must click done. So that is explode step 7. Then for explode step 8, I will move this to this position. All right. I must click done. For my explode step 9, it will be this up until this position. Then I must click done. So you must follow the kind like the steps, the order of you dismantle your parts. All right, the last one will be this button. All right, for explode step 10, I will select the switch button. I put it up until this position. Then I must click done. All right, I think that's all the parts is already dismantled in order. So if I click OK here, all right, so this is my exploded view. Okay, if you look here, where is my settings? If I go back, this is under feature manager. If you look the list on the left here, this is a feature manager. If I want to see, if you look at assembly, under assembly, this is an assembly for the title of my here. If I right click at it, if I say collapse, so it will go collapse. When if I right click at it, so I go for explode, it will go for explode. All right, so this is an explode view. Okay, this explode view, I can play the animation to show the order of the disassemble of this product. Okay, to do that here we are on tab of feature manager, but if you go for the third icon, configuration manager, all right, I have this exploded view 2. Okay, exploded view 1 is grayed out, so this is my previous setting. So what I show you is what my latest one, exploded exploded view 2. When I right click at it, when I said animate collapse, it will show uh, the assemble, it will reverse the procedure. When I can play the animation controller here. Okay, if I close this one, if I go for this one to animate explode here, so it can play the animation how this thing will be disassembled. I can play it back like this. Right. Okay, let me play it again. So this is how we dismantle the product. So it means like it is in order. All right. If I want to do some editing, it means like I think the button position is too high. So under this exploded view, I can uh, right click edit and edit feature. All right, push button is exploded step 5. Okay, I'm now exploded step 5. I can edit the position to make it little bit at this position. I think it's too high. Okay, whatever changes that I make, I must click done to so that Solidworks will do the update of my settings. All right, then I click OK. All right, so this is the, let me go back to feature manager. So let me save this file. So this is my exploded view. Let me go for standard view. So this is my exploded view. All right, the next thing to do after we have done this exploded view of our assembly file here. So this is an exploded view. Okay, in exploded drawing, because since we need to transfer this thing in exploded drawing, we need to show the path line of this component, this part, disassemble and also assemble. This path line kind of like provide to better understand the flow of the component when we do dismantle, and also kind of like when we do assemble of the product. So we need to show this path line. In SolidWorks, we call it the exploded line sketch. All right, to do this exploded line sketch, if you look under the assembly here, under the exploded view, if I click at the arrow, we have explode line sketch. All right, the settings on the left here, the root line. So we need to provide the root line. It show the path line of our component when we do dismantle of the component. All right, the first thing I should do is about this bottom rear top casing. Okay, here, okay, if this is the setting, I can use the relation since here I have the cylindrical surface and this is the cylindrical surface. As you can see, SolidWorks already detect the path line, or we call it root line. All right, then I click OK. Okay, there is the line. Okay, I go for the easier one. This one also I can do it for the shaft, since the flow of the assemble from the rubber eraser to the gripper to the holder and to the shaft. So I can use the cylindrical surface up until here. As you can see, we have the path line. I click OK. And the next one should be this. We have this cylindrical surface here, and up until here also we have cylindrical surface. Okay, as you can see, Solidworks detect the path line like this. It's kind of like jagged. I can make the arrow, this arrow, I also like it, make it like this. So Solidworks will go for alternate root line. So it kind of straight line. All right, the next thing is, right, the next thing is this one, the front top casing here. We have a cylindrical surface here up until this button here. So you have a straight line here. I click OK. And the next one is the, all right, about this battery here. This battery, I cannot use the cylindrical surface relation with cylindrical. If I do that, if I show you cylindrical surface of this battery up until the cylindrical surface, so the way the SolidWorks detect the root line is kind like it cannot go for alternate line. I just want it to show a straight line. Okay, let me cancel this thing. Let me cancel this. Instead of doing a root line, I will, here we have option here at the end here. This is a root line. I will go for jog line. If I click a jog line, so I can use a sketch here. Because since I'm will go for normal view, front view, so I simply draw a straight line from this point up until like this. So when I drag like this, it's kind like we have a path line. It show that these two batteries will flow up, will put into this direction to be mount on this bottom casing. Okay, this is a path line for these two batteries. All right, about the, okay, another thing is about this switch will be mount on top the surface of this electric motor. So I will do again, I will go for front view again. So I will draw a line from here. So this manual way to show the path line of our product, of our parts, and also this all right, and also this, I need to show that this front top casing will be directly mounted onto this bottom casing. So I need to make kind like a vertical line that is. Okay, I go back to the front view. I need to make kind like two lines here to show this directly, which is kind vertical, and it directly mount onto this. I will draw another line here to show that this top casing will be mounted at this position. So we have kind like a path line like this. And another thing is about this motor, after we have assembled this rubber gripper and holder to this shaft of this motor, and this motor will be mounted onto this position. I cannot use this cylindrical surface to do the root line. So it's the same method here. I will do the, I'm under the jog line here, so I go back to front view and just draw this line. I just draw a straight line up until it shows that the motor will be mounted to here, to this position, to be really supported by these two ribs. Right, so I believe this is only the path line need to be shown. All right, let me go back to standard view. Then I save my file, just rebuild it, and I exit the sketch. So if you look now, our exploded view have the exploded line sketch or path line. All right, I already saved this file. Okay, then in the drawing file, okay, because the idea is we have to make the exploded drawing. The one that I just did is exploded view in the assembly file. All right, to do the exploded drawing, okay, if you look here, this is a drawing I have already done that, but this is assembly drawing. All right, to do the exploded drawing, okay, if you look at the bottom here, we have sheet here, sheet 1. I can duplicate it. So it means that I don't have to do again the BOM here. So I just simply make a clone of this drawing assembly. So I bring my mouse here, I right click at it, I make a copy first. Then I bring here again, I do paste. And after selected, I just click OK. And for this, I just, let me just cancel like this. So it means we have a duplicated version. This is sheet 1, this is sheet 1 in bracket. So I can rename it. For this one, the number 2 here, I will rename it as exploded drawing. So this exploded drawing. Okay, the first one that I've just did, this is the original one. I can rename it. This is assembly drawing. Right, so now I have two assembly drawing, and the next one is exploded drawing. Okay, for exploded drawing here, I don't want this content, so but I need the BOM. This content, I select it, I delete it, and also, all right, I have a blank here, but I leave it alone the isometric view because this I need it. So what I need now to be dragged here is my exploded view. All right, I will go into here the view palette again. Okay, if sometimes it's not shown up here, I can just refresh here. So Solidworks will, hold on. Okay, then we have the menu of our assembly file. Remember my assembly file have this view. I have this view with path line, but if I go back to here, the drawing mode, under my view palette here, we have isometric exploded. This is the view where we can have the exploded view. Then I bring it. Okay, I will drag it. Sometimes it's kind of like, okay, let me drag it like this. Okay, because sometimes it's kind of like linked to this previous view. Okay, I cannot because it's kind of like linked to this isometric view. When I want to move it freely, I will click at the viewport. Under the alignment, I will go for break alignment. All right, this is then I can move it freely. All right, this is my exploded view with exploded line sketch. We have the path line. All right, if I click at this viewport, okay, the first thing is that make sure that any tangential edge need to be removed. So I go for tangent edge and I go for tangent edge remove. So we don't have any tangential edge. Okay, another thing about the scale of this view, exploded view, if I go for custom scale, currently we are using 1:1. If I go for little bit bigger like 2:1, it's kind of like too big to be fit into our A3 paper. So I think 1:1 is the only choice that we can do because in engineering we cannot do 1.51, cannot either 2:1, 3:1 or full scale. So I have to do full scale. I think the size is quite okay. So this is an exploded view, and we have some extra view for this isometric view. Is kind of like as a extra view to better understand the product, right? Okay, the exploded view. Okay, now I already have BOM. Since I duplicate the assembly drawing file, the BOM is still the same. Now I will do the balloons. All right, to do the balloons, I go for under annotation here. We have balloon, so I will do the labeling as I've shown you before in the assembly drawing. So this will be number 1. The battery will be number 2. This is number 8. Top casing is number 9. And we have the button here. Make sure kind of like it go in line is much better in terms of neatness. And we have a switch here. Make sure that you label all the parts. And we have the holder like this. This is the gripper, the eraser, the cap, and let me check which part. Okay, the electric motor, like this, make sure it's in line. Okay, let me check. I have one What is my number 2 done? 3 is that, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I believe I have labeled all the component. All right. Okay. Okay, before that, this under the title block here, I will bring my mouse here. I will right click at it. I go for edit sheet format. So this title is not assembly. This will be exploded drawing. Electric eraser, capital letter, exploded drawing. Right, then, okay. For exploded drawing, we don't have to put material, and also we don't have drawing number. Okay, let me exit this paper mode, then I go for drawing mode. Okay, let me save my file. All right, my drawing file, I have 2 sheets here, assembly and exploded. All right, I believe I have shown you. Yeah, I think that's all for exploded drawing. So I have the exploded view with balloons, and I have already have the path line and the BOM. Okay, alhamdulillah, I have completed my assembly drawing and also my exploded drawing. Okay, inshallah, in the next video, I will show you how I will do another drawing, detailed drawing of all the other parts, except the battery, the motor, and also the switch button, because those 3 parts are standard components. Okay, thanks for watching this video, but before that, please do not forget to click like and subscribe my channel. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.